Everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Hey, yo, check this out. So, shout out to the super producers. Mike Jones. He sent me something today, right? So, the thing he sent me was some shit that Wack 100 said. We're going to be talking about that today because I want to tell some jokes tonight. I want to have a good time tonight. I'm hoping that it's been, I did not know that today was Thursday. I thought today was Tuesday. This is not a lie. I really thought today was Tuesday. So, I want to have a good conversation tonight. We want to have some good times. And I want to have a conversation about that. And also, we have dropped 3 videos today. 2 of them was on Takashi. We're gonna talk about everything that was in those 2 videos, and we're gonna talk about everything that was in the NBA Youngboy video. And on top of that, there was a couple of things that other people have talked about. I didn't have space to put them in the title, and because we have the situation where I'm shooting from the phone, I mean, I could have still made a title card. I'll still make a title card from now on. So I can have, so y'all can see what's on the docket. But there are other people that's open to discuss. I want to make some jokes about that Benzino shit too. So if anybody's in here, y'all want to talk about that shit, bring it up. I'm here for that shit tonight. How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Hey, yo, check this out. So Wack 100, we're going to do roll call at the 5-minute mark if anybody's commenting. So Wack 100, also hit that like button to send out some notifications. So Wack 100, and just so we could be clear, everybody can actually comment right now. So Wack 100, I don't understand these dudes. I really don't. Wack 100 sometimes just does shit for entertainment purposes. And I'm 100% here for all of the shenanigans. I promise you, if you go look at our channel, if you go put Wack 100 BBN and you go search our BBN videos for Wack 100, I've done at least 10 or 15 videos on the dude. I'm telling you right now, I love what he's done on the internet. He's funny as shit to me. Keep doing what you're doing, boss. I'm here for it. That's a whole fact. Anyway, so Wack 100 is busy in an interview on No Jumper. It's No Jumper, right? Adam 22. So he's on No Jumper, right? Podcast, right? And he gets a phone call. Yo. Yo, he gets a phone call, right? So he gets a phone call, right? Hold on. So he gets a phone call, right? At the 5-minute mark, we doing roll call. So he gets the, everybody comment now at the 5-minute mark, we doing roll call. Please hit the like button. So he hits the so he gets a phone call, right? And the person calls him. He puts him on speaker. And the person's like, yo, I'm gonna be there in a minute for the drugs. The person's like, yo, I got the money. I'm gonna be there in a minute for the drugs. Yo, who talks like that? Who does a drug deal like that in the first damn place? What in the hell? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, so he's like, then he turns to the guy, right? And he's like, yo, look, this is Jim Jones' number. Yo, this is hilarious. So apparently, he said, and the guy sounded like he was 100%. Just so we could be clear, this dude sounded so LA. He sounded straight up like he was from LA. He sounded like he did not sound like he was from the East Coast at all. Shout out to Wack 100. That just made me do all of the laughs. I was gonna do a video on that, by the way. Then I was like, I already did 2 Takashi videos. This would be like another Takashi video. I should have did a video on it. We'll drop a video on it probably later or tomorrow. That shit was hilarious. I'm like, what in the hell is going on with this guy? Wack 100, all of the shenanigans. Do y'all understand what I was trying to tell y'all before? When I was saying y'all was taking some of the shit that he was saying too seriously. I told you that before. When y'all was talking about how he was talking about like these some of these dudes over here on the East Coast or whatever the case is. I was like, yo, y'all taking that shit too seriously, man. Do y'all know this nigga Wack? Have y'all seen his fucking body of work? Like, this is what he does. You understand what I'm saying? Taking it too seriously, not Wack. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's some dudes out there that, yeah, I'm gonna take what they saying seriously. But not Wack. I'm not taking too much of what he's saying serious. A lot of that shit is for entertainment value. And the way that I see it, the way that I feel like it's a lot of that is for entertainment value, is because Wack is specifically doing it in order to the way Wack does it, he doesn't diminish a brand. You understand what I'm saying? If that makes sense? Like he doesn't diminish a brand. Like when Wack is doing it, he's not necessarily diminishing the brand. Like he's saying some shit about Jim Jones, which that you know that wasn't Jim Jones on the fucking phone. Get out of here. The drugs. Let's do roll call real quick. Said it's easy. It's easy. Says good evening, Frost. Good evening. It's easy. How you doing? Happy to see you up in here. What up, the artist formerly known as Anandre said we here. We here, my brother. How you doing? Just so we could be clear. Exactly. Always need to be clear. What up, KC? He says, what up, Jack? What up, KC? Chilling. What up, Artie D Glass? He says, good evening, bro. Boom, boom. You already know. And he's dropping all of the frosts over these. I like those frosts also. What up? Oh, hey, what up, Jeffrey Cockington Jr. So 6ix9ine. He says 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine is the GOAT. I assume so. And with a name like that, shout out to you, my brother. KC is definitely the GOATs. What up, First Class Empire? He says for a salute. Big Time says, I heard they caught that serial killer that was killing homeless in NYC and DC. Now it's safe for you to stay at Pebble Beach. Okay, appreciate that. I don't know. Do Pebble Beach have free meal plans? I'm just asking. I mean, I know you would know. So put me on the game. Does Pebble Beach have a free meal plan? Because if so, that might be the place for me to go. It might be the best place for me to end up if Pebble Beach has a free meal plan. And Wi-Fi. I'm gonna need Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi also. What up, Ramel Price? He says, peace, King. Peace. You already know what it is. Salute. What up, Los? He says, what up, though? What up? What up, Jason Elliott? What up, Brian Redding? He said, what up, Frost? What you think about Wack saying Jim Jones is the biggest season 6ix9ine? Did you hear? Did you hear the shit that I just told you that Wack Wanted is doing? Hold on. Hold on. Did you just hear the shit that I just told you Wack Wanted is doing? Wack Wanted, this guy, you gotta love this guy, by the way. Wack Wanted is in an interview with Adam 22. No Jumper podcast. He gets a call on the phone. He gets a call on the phone. The person, he's like, yeah, hello, who is this? Then he's like, who's this? And then he puts it on speaker. And the person's like, yo, I'm coming to pick up the drugs. And he's like, what are you talking about? Where are you coming to? So he started questioning the guy. Like, what are you talking about? What drugs? Like, who is this? You trying to set me up? And then he turns to the other guy and said, look, it's Jim Jones's number. We don't know what Jim Jones's number is. That guy don't know what Jim Jones's number is either. What are you talking about? So you just randomly know Jim Jones's number? You know how many numbers I could just dial on the phone? One. Mine. I have 2 phones, by the way. What is he talking about? Oh, man. Oh, man. Wack Wanted is too much, man. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, no, man. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Wack Wanted is just too crazy. I don't know what Wack Wanted is on. Let's see. Thorazine, the medication is used to treat certain mental mood disorders such as schizophrenia and psychotic disorders. I just want to say something big time. Okay, so I'm just going to say this and we're going to move on because I don't really care about this. But for one moment, imagine if I was actually psychotic. You know how evil it would be for you to be on the other side of that keyboard knowing I was psychotic? And then trying to trigger a psychotic episode. You know how evil that would be? I just wanted to say that. So you're not doing no good if I was psychotic. Appreciate you, though. Yeah, man, that shit don't make no sense. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, what in the hell? What up? What up? What up? Papa Ja, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Salute. He says, "What's good, fam? What's good?" If anybody is getting kicked, come back and let me know. What up, Rick Monroe? Oh man, what up, Barry Smith? Barry Smalls. He says that's the roof, Ross. I don't know what that means, but cool. Um, yo, it's funny as shit, man. I don't know what to tell you. Jason Elliott said Wack was talking to the same scammer that hit you up this morning. Quite possibly. I'm so upset that I'm laughing this much. This shit is retarded. I was thinking about this shit today. I was like, these niggas is too funny, man. Oh, man. Yo, the super producer said he had me convinced for 2 seconds. I wasn't convinced at all. As soon as that nigga phone rang, I was like, there's about to be some bullshit. I swear to you, as soon as that nigga phone ring, that was like, yo, this nigga is about to be some bullshit. It's like fucking Wack 100, man. What in the hell? Oh, man. Pebble Beaches, I have no idea about any of these things. This nigga said, he had me convinced more conversation. Man, as soon as that nigga phone rung, I knew there was gonna be some shenanigans. I promise you. You talking about Wack 100, homie? Oh, man. Wack 100 is a funny dude, Joe. Yeah, I'm in a great mood. I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust none of that shit. I don't trust none of that shit. I don't trust any of that shit. I don't trust none of those things going on with Wack 100. As soon as the phone rang, I was like, oh man. Oh man, okay, hold on. Just stop for a second. Oh man. Oh man. This nigga. You want to know another reason why I'm laughing so hard? You know, people did that to me on the show before, right? You know, people did that to me on the show before, right? Called up the show and was like, yo, I got the drugs. I swear. People did that to me before. That's why I'm laughing and shit. That's why this shit is killing me. Like, come on, man. You with all of this shit. And as soon as that phone ring, I knew there was some shenanigans that was about to happen with this dude. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. That shit was too funny. Oh, man. Oh, I don't know nothing about what he was talking about the Pebble Beach thing. Yeah, homeless people. There we go. Hang out. I need to go hang out over there. You know what I'm saying? get me go spot some locations over there and shit. See how many squares I could get. How do they measure the acreage over there? Like when I'm trying to set up my spot. Like is it about like the square? You know, we have the squares and shit for the sidewalk. Like how is it done? How would I be setting my spot up? What up, non-bigness? KC said he gave 6ix9ine $20 for gas. Yo, do you see the car 6ix9ine drive? What the fuck do you think $20 of gas is gonna do? Get him to the stoplight. He's gonna pull out of the gas station. The fucking sugar start flashing red. It's gonna the fucking getting filled right as he's pulling out of. Wow, now what $20 is gonna do for his gas tank? Get out of here. Oh yes, NBA Youngboys. NBA Youngboys co-defended. NBA Youngboys co-defended. NBA Youngboy's co-defendant. NBA's co-defendant. Second. NBA Youngboy's co-defendant pleads guilty. Okay, so apparently what happened is the DA, there's some tricky bastards. The DA figured out that they was eventually gonna lose some of the evidence that they had that kept NBA Youngboy attached to the actual crime. So what the DA did was, knowing that the court was gonna eventually throw out some of the evidence that had NBA Youngboy, they went really hard after the other kid. So what they did was they went to him and they gave him a deal for 10 years if he copped to owning the guns or whatever. So that's why dude copped to that those are his guns. What that does, one thing that does is helps to exonerate NBA Youngboy, but we don't know what he had to tell them. We're assuming that he's just taking credit for the guns, saying that those were my guns. You understand what I'm saying? Now that the photos are thrown out, all of the photographic evidence, none of that could be used because they obtained the warrant. There wasn't a warrant, or they obtained the warrant illegally, something like that, involving the telephones that had all of the pictures on it. So therefore, the court said you can't use none of that as evidence because y'all obtained it illegally. You understand? So therefore, all of the proof that NBA Youngboy even had any of the weapons in his possession, now they can't use none of that in court. So NBA Youngboy is kind of like he's hitting the trifecta. He's about to be. They like, yo, you could go all the way home. You don't even got to go halfway home like how you are right now. You could go all the way home. So that's most likely what's gonna happen to him pretty soon, involving that specific case. But also, don't forget, he has that other situation in California that he's still dealing with when he got arrested for the warrant for this particular case. But I'm pretty sure that what might happen in that regard is that they're gonna his lawyers are gonna argue that. I don't know. I don't know what to, depending on if they throw this out or not, I guess. But a warrant is a warrant. So even if you get a warrant and, you know, they be like, oh, he was all the way innocent, they're going to still say you ran on a warrant. You still can't run on a warrant. Right? What up, Dog Soldier? We got Dog Soldier now. He says, peace, love, Jack Fruits, BB and family. Love is power. Yeah, so his homeboy pled guilty. So with his homeboy pleading guilty, taking the gun charge, so that should kind of like clear NBA Youngboy all the way up. Just so we can be clear on that. But we can have a real discussion about that. Because if his homeboy doesn't claim that those are his guns, maybe thinking that he's saving NBA Youngboy. If he don't claim those guns, they might have both been able to escape. After a hard-fought battle in court, yes. But they might have both been able to escape. Because the only 2 people were arrested, but they were only 2 people were charged on this, but there were a lot of people there. I don't know. I guess I have to look through more of what other evidence they have before I could actually say that. But I would assume without the photographic evidence removing NBA Youngboy from the situation, that would have been beneficial to both of the individuals. Then that's why they went after dude mad hard and got him to sign off on some shit before it was put out to the public, or before the courts made a decision on allowing which evidence that they was kicking out or allowing in. I don't know. That's the way I feel about it, though. Mike Jones says, super producers, he don't think they would have took that chance. Which chance you saying? Liberty Hazelton said, unless they're just trying to prove the guns are real, What you mean by that? I don't understand. Seen the Unseen Boxing says, run on a warrant equals no bail for the normal. Just slipped in. Don't know what I missed. No, you're right. No, we were saying, remember, NBA Youngboy now is basically, they have the photographic evidence that was thrown out from the guns that he had got from the video shoot that he got busted on. Remember that video shoot that they don't even know why the police showed up. The police wasn't even supposed to show up at the video shoot. They had no reason to be there. Remember they tried to say that some lady called them in the neighborhood and was complaining. And the lady was like, that shit was not me. Do not put that on my name. Get out of here. Police liars. And that created a whole big problem. Then they tried to say it wasn't the lady. Then they tried to say they had an undercover witness, undercover person. Then they said the court said that they had to produce the individual. They couldn't produce the individual, and so that's when shit started getting thrown out. I made videos on this shit. We just repeating myself. I like repeating it. Don't worry about it. If anything else, ask me. I'll repeat. You know I don't care. But we made videos on this shit. Go watch the BBN videos. I'm really specific on a lot of these things. Shout out to... I'm not sure what you are in here, but we're going to say Nick, because I know whatever the name it is, Nick. Shout out to Nick with the $5 drop. Slapping haters. We slapping all of the haters. There was some haters in here today trying to get me off of my squares. I stayed on my squares. Y'all seen that? Shout out to Nick for seeing I stayed on my squares and slapping that hater. Who's next? It's St. Patty's Day. Who's buying me a couple of drinks? Yeah, so the one from Chicago involving the warrant that he was running out on, he didn't even know he had a warrant. He didn't know there was a warrant. Nobody contacted his lawyer, nothing. He was just driving down the street and the cops jumped out and started chasing him. So he's like, he didn't even know that was cops. He's like, I don't know who those people was. They just started running down on us. So we jumped out the whip and started running. So he might be able to beat that one, to be honest with you, because they didn't know that there was a warrant. There was a warrant out, but he didn't know that there was a warrant. He wasn't evading a warrant. Shout out to Nick the Slick for that $5 drop. He's slapping the haters. He didn't know there was a warrant. So, yeah, so he didn't run on the warrant. You understand what I'm saying? It was just that the police had a warrant out for them and they didn't tell nobody. They just happened to see him and say, we're gonna make sure we're gonna arrest him now. And he was like, I don't know if I'm here for that. I don't know if I'm here for all of the now arrestings. And he tried to split. And it worked out the way it worked out. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. Not gonna blow my nose. I need you to give me a second. I'm over here telling jokes. Let me see what y'all talking about real quick. YB gonna beat that. I remember Jack. Yeah, I think he's gonna beat it. I think he's gonna beat the one in California too, because he didn't know there was a warrant out for his arrest. So, and I think that that's basically what that's what I would say if I was his lawyer. Like, that's the most reasonable thing to say. We didn't know there was a warrant out for our arrest. My client was minding his business with his homie, and then the next thing, next thing you know, some car pulled up and backing him. He's a whole world famous artist that has real beef going on in the streets with some people that come from a neighborhood where there's a lot of their friends are getting shot and killed. He doesn't know what kind of danger he was or wasn't in. He ran for his life. He was scared for his life. A lot of rappers get killed. Being a rapper is one of the most dangerous professions. And then I'll make sure that I put the clip up of Jim Jones talking about how being a rapper is one of the most dangerous professions. And then I'll just bring out a fucking chart of all of the rappers that died in the last 2 or 3 years, and with their pictures. And with their pictures, like, on a whole fucking board, so the people in the fucking audience could see, so the people in the jury could see it. So you can see these are all of the rappers that died in the last 3 years. My client was scared for his life, right? This is during the closing argument. After I did whatever fucking justice I did. This is, matter of fact, in the beginning, I'm going to say all of this shit. This is what my client was scared for his life. the fucking the people that's prosecuting attorneys gonna be like, God dang it, why did he have to get this gas? I'm like, my client was scared for his life being a rapper. Make sure that at some point we're gonna have the clip Jim Jones talking about how dangerous it is to be a rapper. I'm gonna bring people up in the business to talk about the hip hop business and in different altercations and how quick rappers lose their lives and stuff like that. And people are gonna be like, come on, man. He's a rapper. Some car drove up behind him. You know what I'm saying? Then let out the chase. At least he didn't start shooting out the window, right? We said my artist was chilling. Then done. What the fuck? Nah, I'm not here for the now arresting, so none of that shit. We is out of here. I'm gonna go green, Jack, but I can't on the iPhone, homie. Copy seen and unseen. Just hit that like button on the way in. That's a fact. Niggas be jealous about how you could be in a bad mood, but God is so close and so with you that you could be in a bad mood feeling like you in the gutter, but then God just touches you and lifts you up and builds your spirit back up. And people be jealous of that. People be so mad that you don't still be upset or angry or whatever. They be so pissed. Like I keep trying to tell y'all, Satan be at work. Pay attention. Stop moving away from the people who Satan is attacking. Yeah, man. People are crazy. Wait, what are we talking about real quick? Remind me. We still talking about NBA Youngboy? What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm here for everything. I'm here for all of the shenanigans. I'm here for everything. What else y'all want to talk about in the chat? Put it in the chat. I'm here for everything. That y'all want to talk about? We still talking about NBA Youngboy? All right, I keep filling y'all in on NBA Youngboy until y'all bring up something else that y'all want to talk about. But also, remember, besides the, there was actually a situation going on with NBA Youngboy, well, not NBA Youngboy, with the Louisiana Police Department, just in general, with corruption also. And a lot of that is stemming or has to do with some matters that happened around this case that was also being investigated. So that whole, the police department area down there had some kind of like fishy shit going on. So that's what NBA Youngboy's lawyer was also trying to say, that they never had no reason to come and arrest NBA Youngboy and them. They was just out there. They knew that they was going to do a video photo shoot, or they saw them doing one and they just came over there to harass them. And then all of this other shit jumped off that was unnecessary. So that's what NBA Youngboy's lawyer is saying. And there's other situations that's obviously going on in Louisiana. If remember, you've heard what's his dude name? You've heard Boosie talking about it, right? How corrupt they but you know, we often hear niggas that got problems with the law talk about how corrupt the law is. You're like, well, you gotta kind of think that the law is corrupted. They trying to, you're their enemies. You gotta, if you're a criminal, you kind of gotta think that the law is corrupted. I mean, with all being said, everything is kind of corrupted a little, but you gotta kind of think that the law is the bad guys. If you are the criminal, you are they're your enemies. So you know, shout out to that shit. But yeah. So they're supposed to have so that's supposed to be a thing down there. So that might be also what's going on. Because they tried to use the evidence. They lied at least twice to use the evidence. The first time they lied is when they said somebody tried to call in, when they tried to say somebody called in. So that they said that the NBA Youngboy's lawyer was like they wanted to produce the person that they said called in. They was trying to just do it like as an anonymous call. They were saying that the person was scared for their life. They didn't want to come forward because, you know, they live in a neighborhood. They were scared for their life. It's an old lady. That's what they were saying. So the NBA Youngboy's lawyer kept saying that the person doesn't exist. Can you please show the person? I don't know if y'all know about this, so I might be putting you on a game, or I might be just, you know, telling you something you already know. But they said so they went to court a couple of times. So then finally, the DA, the prosecuting attorney, their side said it wasn't a person that made a call in. What happened is they have a person that's undercover. And so that person can't come to court because then they're going to break their cover. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is this not bad lying? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Is this not bad lying? Is this not bad lying? This is literally the type of lies I have to go up against. Is this not bad lying, or is that just me? Could we raise a hand if you think this is bad lying? First they said that it was the lady. They said, okay, not a problem. The lady's scared to give up. Remember, their whole thing is that they can't tell the court who the person is. That's the whole thing. That's why they say that the first lady is scared. She's an old lady. She can't move. She's scared. She doesn't want to come forward. The court said they don't care. They couldn't produce it. They had to come up off of it and say it was somebody that was undercover. The court said they don't care. So then they had to admit. I don't even think they admitted anything. I think they just, after that point, they just, nobody showed up. And then so that's when the court said, no, then you can't use the evidence. Because if nobody showed up, that particular piece of evidence was directly associated with that particular witness. So therefore they couldn't use it. So shout out to that shit. NBA Youngboy. Dirk is kind of right, though. Because NBA Youngboy came straight from fucking with the feds. But how do Dirk know he not fucking with the feds no more? He's still supposed to be still fucking with the feds. How did he know he not fucking with the feds no more? When he said out of the feds, what do you mean by out of jail? Yeah, I guess that's what he mean when he was locked up, right? So he said he came from fucking with the feds and immediately started talking about killing niggas. That do sound like some cop talk. That do sound like police talk. Y'all niggas is weirdos. Not y'all niggas, obviously. But some niggas is weirdos, man. They don't be understanding. Most of these niggas out here that be pump faking be the niggas that be the police. Most of these niggas out here that be trying to get y'all to get people to beef with them and get people to, like, those are the police, yo. Wait. Jones, the super producer, says 6ix9ine and NBA dropping an album. It's done? An album? An album. You couldn't have told me this so I could have made a post and put it on the internet and put it on Instagram so I could have broke some news. That would have been incredible, Mr. Super Producers over there. Nah, I'm appreciated that you breaking it over here on the BBN Network just in general. You the man. That's a fact. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. But yo, for real, for real? You see me over here, I'm waiting for him to respond back and shit. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm like, wait, hold on. Dirk is somewhere pulling out all of his dreads. Dirk is somewhere pulling all of his dreads out. He pulling the hair from his arms out. He's stupid, man. Drake is somewhere. So, I mean, not Drake, Dirk. Pardon me. Lil Dirk is somewhere so pissed. He pulling the hair out from under his damn arms. He's pulling his dreads out. He's so pissed. Yo, this shit can't be real. Are you serious? Or you fucking with me? Shout out to Dog Soldier dripping all of those fools. Yo, you serious? Or you fucking with me, man? Nigga Dirk somewhere, little Dirk somewhere. I'm just gonna call him Dirk. Dirk somewhere pulling his hair out. Nigga he pulling them out one by one though. Boop. Ah! Ah! One by one. Yo, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, they waiting for NBA to finish up. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Copy. I know you didn't tell me. Figured I knew. Dirk is somewhere. He just so upset. He don't know what to do with the world. He don't know what to do with the world. He's like, oh, Lord. All of the angers. All of the anger. What the fuck, yo? They gotta be pissed, man. What the fuck, you know? First of all, okay, could we agree that NBA Youngboy and Lil Durk might be two of the most disrespectful niggas making music right now? Could we agree on that? Mainstream, or at least, you know, I'm not talking about the dudes that's going to people's graves. I'm not giving nobody no props for that, no respect for that. None of that. I'm not giving nobody no props or no respect going and doing stuff to people's graves and shit like that. All of you niggas deserve everything you're gonna get in your afterlife. I ain't been giving none of you no credit, props, or respect for that. I'm talking about verbally and lyrically. What up, I Love Music? Says Kentucky just got knocked off in the first round in the NCAA tournament, March Madness. Huh? Am on the road, am dead. What up, Jose Torres? Shit is crazy. Niggas is bananas. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe looking at. Niggas been like, this nigga NBA Youngboy and 6ix9ine got an album together. That's gonna solve his money woes. People keep talking about 6ix9ine is broke. Like, nigga, do you understand? First of all, just so we can be clear, rich broke and poor broke. If you ever get rich and you ever get back to middle class, you're broke. I'm gonna say that again. If you ever get rich and you somehow end up to middle class, that's like $200,000 a year. You're broke. All right, so Tekashi broke and a regular nigga broke is totally different. No, he not broke. These niggas is retarded. These niggas is retarded. I don't know what kind of drugs they be on. They be on all of the drugs. They be on all of the drugs. Wait, why is 6ix9ine going back to federal prison? I like to hear this, by the way. I'm gonna let you say all of the things. I don't care how stupid it is. I'm not gonna attack it for being stupid. Come on, tell me the joke. I'm assuming it's some kind of joke. 6ix9ine going back to federal prison. Wow. And then you're gonna tell me some stupid shit that don't make no sense, so I'm gonna laugh. And you're gonna get sensitive about it. And you're gonna say I don't respect your opinion. Come on, let's hurry it up. Everybody got time for this. This is what's gonna happen. So come on, let's get it over with. Fucking he's a liar. Lying to the court is a federal. Okay, what did he lie about? Also, that's not how you spell liar or lying. Oh man. No man. Oh man. I'm just saying, shout out to you, homie. I am not mad. None of the angers. I'm here for you. Oh, man, what are we talking about? Somebody said something. I wanted to comment on it. Oh, man. Mace is going at Diddy. I actually was gonna think about talking about this tomorrow on the show. Mace is going at Diddy, but I wanted to look into some shit going on with Mace right now. Is it Fabio Foreign or something? Somebody saying something about Mace? Yeah, you driving. That's why you clearly. That's why you're driving. That's why you spell lying that way. Cause you was driving. Yo, I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I mean, shout out to you. I'm here for it. All of the shenanigans. What the fuck? Oh man, the drugs. What are we talking about? The drugs. The drugs. What the fuck, yo? Oh man. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about Mace. I wanted to talk about Mace. But I wanted to find out about the Fabio Foreign thing before I really got into Mace going at Diddy. But I don't know. I think Mace really benefited, right? So stop saying what Diddy should do, Mace. You in a position where you could step up and also lend a hand and create opportunity. I'm not talking about give these guys anything. I'm saying Mace is in a position where if he could up his situation, you know what I'm saying, and he could help give opportunity. That's the dopest shit about 50 Cent. That's why 50 Cent the GOAT. 50 Cent the GOAT, for real, for real. Don't let nobody lie to you. That nigga's creating opportunity for niggas like a motherfucker. I'm not a Tyler Perry fan, right? I'm not really a Tyler Perry fan. Because most of his movies, it just looks like the bad guy's always the dark skinned guy. So I don't really fuck with his movies like that. It's like, God damn it, you just hate black niggas. Why is the dark skinned guy always the bad guy? Like, what the hell? So I don't really fuck with his movies too tough. But I always appreciated the fact that he keep Black Hollywood working. I have the same type of appreciation, even more so, for 50. Create opportunity. So May should just go try to help create opportunity for niggas. For real, for real. Even if he might maybe have to extend himself and come out of the shadow some and do a little bit of work himself. Mace could go pull up to a place or two and get into something. He's fucking Mace. So stop talking about what somebody else should be doing and do what you could do. You could extend opportunity, right? Go extend opportunity, homie. Mace. You trying to tell me Mace can't? He's Mace. What the fuck? You don't tell me you don't tell me any which one of these fucking Mace can go get an interview with anybody right now. Why don't you just decide to go to a fucking Breakfast Club? You just call those guys up, hey, you know what y'all doing Tuesday? And we're like, hey, well, Mace, don't worry about it. We'll tell the other guy to go home. They be like, Young Thug. Let me stop. Shout out to Young Thug. They wouldn't do that to him. Young Thug is dope though. Yo, not for nothing. Every time I see Young Thug talk, I be like, damn, that nigga talks like. And then I look at him, right? I'm gonna say something real quick. I look at Young Thug. When I first saw Young Thug, I used to think like something wrong with this nigga, whatever, right? And then I heard the nigga talk, and then I said, you know what? I realized something. Not that I realized something else I realized, but I realized that he was a genius. And there's something about something I want to say, and this is the actual shame of when you are a genius. Genius is always going to be misunderstood, and people who are genius are always going to be considered to be crazy. Because literally, to be a genius, you have to be able to think outside of the box and stay there. Literally. You have to be able to think outside of the box and stay there and create in order to be a genius. Now, inside of your life, think about all of the people that try to tell you to conform and they don't allow you to express yourself. Think about the people who love you because you express yourself, and think about the people who take their love from you whenever you do express yourself. I understand that some people in your life are meant to help you grow, and some people in your life are meant to hold you down. And then once we master that, then that's not an easy thing to master, by the way, obviously. But once we master that, then, you know, the sky's the limit. Pay attention to your circle. Somebody said something. Oh, he's way smarter than he acts. I'm just telling you right now, it looks like I heard the guy talking. I'm busy sitting there like, this guy he might have genius level intellect. Have you seen Casino's video about why 50 had to put G-Unit on the shelf? Nah, I didn't see it. What it said, Uncle Tat, put me on the game. No, I think he acts pretty intelligent when he's in an interview and when he's speaking. I'm saying when I first saw him, like, just, you know, walking or just being, the way that the media projected him at that point before I got an opportunity to pay attention to him, it gave off an aura of something that I just didn't think was to the level in which he actually is. And that's why I say, that's another reason why I say, a lot of times there be people out here in the media that, people out here in that people don't like. And I'm like, y'all guys don't be liking people for no reason. I'm like, that's not really a good reason to not like a person. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I understand you might not favor an individual. A lot of us don't favor people. But to just not like a person, like, I don't understand that. Like, for me to not like you, something had to have happened. There's a lot of people I might not favor. You know what I'm saying? Because if I like you, I'm going to favor you over people. But just because I don't like you, that means that that don't mean I dislike you. And I think that that's a problem that people have. People are usually under the perception that if they don't like you, that they then dislike you. You just might not have an opinion about a person. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually pretty healthy. How can you not like people you don't know? If you don't know a person, how can you know whether you like them or not? If I don't know a person, I try to just keep whatever open, the understanding that's the person that they are. And it's not always about whether I like the person or not. It's usually about whether our energies are conducive. Because there are people that I actually like a lot and our energy just isn't conducive, so I can't really spend time with them because it's toxic. You understand? When you're around people, when your energy isn't conducive, it's toxic. You might like them, but it's going to be toxic. It's going to be a toxic relationship. Your energy isn't conducive. And that's when maturity comes in. Are you going to say, this isn't healthy? You know, it's not healthy for either one of us. It's not healthy for her. It's not healthy for him. It's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for whoever. And go your separate ways? Or are you going to be one of those people that, I'm going to fix it. We got to make it right. Some things you can fix, some things you can't. Some things aren't meant to be fixed. Some things are meant to be fixed, but then left alone. You know, sometimes you can only fix something by letting it go as far away from you as possible. What we talking about? Put it in the chat. And what's a yeep, by the way? I'm just curious. Jose Torres. Jose Torres, yo, yeep, 100%. Like, wait, hold on. Is that a new animal sound? That's not something I actually want to discuss right now, Rose Gold, but I'll think about it in the future. What up, Blue Money? So what we talking about? I actually have just whatever's on the docket and whatever y'all guys want to talk about. You're Mexican. What does Mexican got to do with anything? Okay, you're Mexican. Shout out to you. Oh, so you say yeet because you're Mexican. That's so racist. I don't know whether you're Mexican or not, but I might be racist even if you are. Not racist, because it can't be racist. But you know the way that y'all use it, that gotta be wrong. Oh Lord. I don't know what to say. Shout out to Jose Torres though. Oh man, that just gotta be wrong, homie. I don't know what to say. I'm over here is all of the befuddled. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Guys, this is crazy. I don't know what to tell you. You guys, it's crazy. What up, 300? He said Kentucky lost. Shit, y'all was talking about that. I didn't see the game. I was in here. It's not like back in the 80s and the 90s, man. Back in the 80s and the 90s. Well, Jim Jones, there wasn't really a big topic on Jim. Wait, hold on. Back in the 80s and the 90s, the Final Four was just different. Like, March Madness was different because the world was different. So when March Madness came around, see, the internet didn't exist. Real quick, I'm going to get on the Jim Jones thing. I'll go right back to the Jim Jones thing. Let me just say something. The internet didn't exist in the 80s and in the 90s, right? It didn't exist at all. So well, I mean, in the end of the 90s it existed, but you get what my point is. So basically what happened was when it came around to like March Madness, when it came around to like opening day of baseball, when it came around to like the Super Bowl, all of the content on television, that's all it was. So that's what the nation was. You understand? You had CBS, ABC, NBC, and then you had Fox come in there. So when it was March Madness, this is what was on those programs. So this is what America was listening to. So the energy was just different. You understand what I'm saying? I don't get that same. It's like it's just isn't that same energy now. I'm pretty sure at the colleges it is. Don't get it confused. But I remember growing up, and when it was March Madness, that's all we talked about in the neighborhood. We kids. Well, you know, teenagers. Well, some of my friends was going to college to play basketball, so that would have been real interesting in them. Viva la Mexico. Very, very happy you didn't put El Mexico. Oh, the Jim Jones topic? No, Wack 100 is a fool. Shout out to Wack 100. He is super funny. So Wack 100 goes on the podcast. The what podcast is that with Adam 22? The Adam 22 podcast, the No Jumper podcast. So he goes on the No Jumper podcast, and what this fool does is he gets a call midway through the podcast. Georgetown Hoyas, that's a fact. He gets a poor call midway through the podcast. So while he's on the phone like this talking, Adam 22 and Homeboy saying something, right? Then he's like, huh? Huh? Then he presses the button like this and puts it on speakerphone. And it's a dude saying, yo, you got the drugs? I got the money. Who even talks like that? Who calls somebody's phone for a drug deal and says, do you have the drugs? I have the money. I'm on the way. So this is what the guy was saying. So then Wack 100 turns and says, look, it's Jim Jones's phone number. So that's the only Jim Jones thing we were saying. Jim Jones didn't do anything. Freaking fool-ass Wack 100 is keeping Jim Jones' name in his mouth. But Jim Jones is out here working, so that might be a good thing for Jim, for Wack to keep talking about him. Jim Jones is out here working. People are going to look up Jim Jones's number and look up Jim Jones on fucking Instagram or whatever, or on whatever, you know, platform. And they're going to see work that Jim Jones is currently doing. So this might be a benefit of Jim Jones. Rennie Rucci is bad. And she like him dark skin. So yeah, that's about the Jim Jones thing. Wack 100's a fool. Wack 100's a funny nigga, man. I don't understand how these dudes be taking him so seriously. Like, he say so much shit that he say in the first of all, as soon as the phone ring, I knew it was gonna be shenanigans. Somebody sent me the link. Shout out to super producer Mike Jones. So he sends me the link. And so when he sent me the link, I don't know what the fucking link is for. Right? So I go, I'm like, boom, Mike Jones sent it. I said, let me check this now. Because I have a real bad habit of not checking messages. I'm in a fucking group chat right now on my iPhone. Oh, I'm looking for my iPhone. I'm talking on it. I'm in a group chat on my iPhone right now. And since I always have my volume down on my phone when I'm working or when I'm doing something.
This is a little different. Let's take this call. Yo.
Yo, hello?
Yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there in about 10 minutes.
You gonna be where?
I'm playing around, y'all. You got the drugs?
Now look who called me.
That's me, man. You know who this is.
It's Jim Jones' number. Y'all seeing this shit? I answered it because I thought it was.
Outside in 10 minutes.
Okay, well shit. Where you coming to?
I'm leaving right now.
And you coming to pick up what?
Do you want the money or not?
Now y'all watching this, right? This some bad shit.
Hey, what type of weird shit is this?
Jim JP Funk, you always been, listen, y'all see this? Hey, listen, my nigga, we knew you was working with the feds, my nigga, but Wack don't deal drugs.
Y'all
This nigga retarded.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, after they did the rug pull.
This is a little different. Let's take this call.
Uh-oh.
Yo.
Yo, hello?
Yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there in about 10 minutes.
You gonna be where?
I'm playing around, y'all. You got the drugs?
First, you could obviously tell that dude was from somewhere out there on the West Coast. That dude from somewhere out there. That's one. But did you see how he tried to play it off like he a New Yorker? He said, stop playing, dog. You got the drugs. Yo, what the fuck, yo? Yo, shout out to Wack on it. These guys, they got too much time on their hands. They got too much time on their hands. Oh, man. Oh, man. And No Jumper wrote the clip and said, Wack 100 says Jim Jones is... What? Yeah, Wack 100 did say that. Shout out to that shit. Or not a real shout out. What in the fuck? What kind of time is this nigga on? Yo, do you think that was really Jim Jones? Who think that was... Yo, who think that was really Jim Jones? Who think that was really Jim Jones? I'm curious. I want to know. And does he think Jim Jones is flying to LA to go do a drug deal? What kind of time he think niggas is on? He think Jim Jones, Harlem Jim Jones. That I'm not gonna say where he lives, but he lives on the East Coast. You think Jim Jones flew to California to go do a drug deal with Wack 100? I'm just curious. Yo, where you at, dog? Stop playing. Fuck out of here, Wack. You niggas got too much time. Y'all got too much time on your hands. Wack is always good for a good laugh. Shout out to Wack 100. See, that's good. Nobody getting hurt fun. You know what I'm saying? You might be talking about some shit that them niggas be trying to bring up all the time, but that's good. Nobody getting hurt. No, nothing bad is gonna happen to nobody. Nobody's getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's already, they've been calling this nigga Jim a rat for the longest. No proof or nothing came out. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is just talking. Nobody's getting hurt. Like, you understand what I'm saying? What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What a Tekashi? What? What aspect of Tekashi you want to talk about? You just said the name and shit. You want to talk about the Tekashi, the rapper? Because there's other Tekashis. Isn't there Tekashi Steak? Is there Tekashi Steak? I'm curious about this. I'm gonna look this shit up right now. I don't know why I'm thinking it's a Tekashi Steak. There's not a Tekashi Steak. My phone does this thing where when I start typing, it just refreshes for some strange reason. I think somebody got my phone hacked. Somebody might have my Wi-Fi hacked. Everything might be hacked. What the fuck do I know? Is there a Tekashi Steak? There is not a Tekashi Steak. But they gave me some steak houses, apparently, that are also not named Tekashi, by the way. But they're steak houses. So I do now know what some steak houses is. He said, no, that's teriyaki. I wonder how gangsters feel about being around Jim. I don't know. Why do you think gangsters should feel a way about being around Jim? I don't understand why there should be a problem with anybody feeling a way about being around anybody. See, this is the thing. I'm going to say something, right? Real serious shit. The people who hate snitches talk about how terrible snitches is, how they don't have no honor, this and this and that, right? And I'm not saying that they might not be right. I'm not saying that they might, pardon me, I'm not saying that they're right. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm not saying that they do or don't have a point. I'm just saying that that is what their point is, right? But then, I'm like, but the people that's getting snitched on, how am I supposed to feel when they're a murderer, right? How am I supposed to feel when this person's a terrible, bad person? How am I supposed to feel? How am I supposed to feel when there's somebody that they should have been off the streets years ago because of all of the pain, all the suffering that they keep causing because they might have a mental health disorder. There might be something wrong with them. They might need assistance. How am I supposed to feel when they need to be off the street, but we can't get them off of the street because everybody's scared to do anything? Then how am I supposed to feel when that person does something and takes somebody I love, life? And I know that me and our whole entire neighborhood knew that there was something wrong with that person. We knew about other things that they did. We knew that that person needed assistance, needed help. We got them nothing, and now I don't have my wife. I don't have my kid, or I don't have my... You understand? So I don't know how we're supposed to do this. I'm 100% against snitching. Don't get this confused. I am so far against snitching, I can't even explain. I've literally sat in jail behind bars for lots of time because I'm not talking to the police about no crimes. I'm just saying that when we got these people in our community, could we treat them with that same vitriol? Could we give them that same energy? Could we outcast these entities also? Could we band together and also use this same energy to talk about how we don't like snitches to protect our community from the people that eat and feed off of our community? That's what I'm saying. What up, Sebastian Tompkins? He says, yo, BB and fam, Jack, salute the all. So that's what I'm saying. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. What do I know, right? I don't know nothing. I really don't know anything. You understand what I'm saying? Like even when you know, you don't know. None of us really know anything. What up, Sean Deshaun? And my point being is, you have people out there that you're calling gangsters that shouldn't want to talk to a person that's an alleged rat. Some of those people themselves might be individuals who shouldn't be in our community. Some of those people themselves that you're calling gangsters, we don't know, might be child killers. Might have accidentally killed the child somewhere. Not on purpose, obviously, I'm not saying. Might be a rapist. So you don't even know those people that you're just calling gangsters. You don't know who they are. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know who those people you're calling gangsters. You don't know who they are. So who's to say who should be standing next to who? I think the big issue and the big problem is that I really don't I really do look at situations like nobody is really more important than anybody else, right? So when you tell me how can Jim Jones hang out with anyone, I'm gonna also say how can that person hang out with him? You don't even know Jim Jones to be a snitch. They handled that whole situation so wrong. Tekashi come out. If Tekashi came, when Tekashi come out, I promise you. Look, listen. I'm gonna say what he should have did. 100%. Yeah, he should have came out and talked, right? But if he would have put a little bit of time and a little bit of effort into the production of him coming out and saying niggas were snitches, rather than just doing a live, because I don't know what the fuck it was. Maybe his lawyer said don't do it. Maybe that was what it was. Maybe he had some advisors that said don't do it. Maybe he had a lawyer that said don't do it. Maybe they had a whole bunch of people that said that this is bad, this is a career hurting thing, don't do it, right? But the way that he did it, if you're going to do anything, you have to do it the right way. If you're not going to do it the right way, don't do it. I literally have gotten into so many different arguments with people because they be like, yo, let's go do this thing. So we're going to go try to do the thing, but they want to do it half-ass. So I'm like, I don't want to do it. And they're like, oh, you're just being stubborn. I'm not being stubborn. You want to do it half-ass when there's no real reason to do it half-ass. We could have just did it the way that we know that it's going to be the right way to do it. I don't like doing things that I want to win. I don't want to do some shit just to go lose. That don't make sense. What up, Aziz? Aziz has just read the Real Weekly that Willie Dubid, Canadian sniper, Wiley, okay, by Russians in the Ukraine city of, why the heck did he go when Ukraine are leaving to Poland? Wait, who? What Canadian sniper? Did you spell that name right? Hold on, I'm interested in this. Give me 2 seconds. Did you spell that name right? Yeah, you spelled it right. One of the deadliest snipers in the world allegedly dies in the Ukraine. Wow. Hold on. Oh, that was his name. Dubid. Willie Dubid, deaf Canadian best sniper killer. Why did he even go over this? He know why he died if this did happen? Because he wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. See, that's what happened when you go somewhere specifically to kill people. Wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. American pages, that just doesn't sound right. American pages mourn the Canadian sniper Willie Dubid, who says it was the best, who it says was the best sniper killer in the world, was killed by Russian special forces 20 minutes after entering the clash. 20 minutes. He lived 20 minutes. He previously fought in Iraq, Afghan, Syria, and Libya. They paid him. He was a mercenary. Nah, he was a mercenary. He was one of them dudes that we see in the movies. He was a mercenary. If this happened, he was a mercenary. That dude probably killed so many people. Anyway, that was his business he was in. He was in the business of death. It was his turn. I don't mean to sound morbid or nothing like that, but he probably killed like 20 or 30 people. Like, that guy's like, how they probably would, they're the heroes of their story, just like he's the hero of his, right? I try to teach you, I try to tell you, I try to be consistent with my energy. That guy probably killed 20, 30, 40, 50 people, right? How many people they said he's the world best sniper. So imagine how many people he killed. Also, it sounds to me like he was a mercenary. There was a war going on. Another country went, got him, brought him over to their country so that he can then kill people. Somehow, within 20 minutes of fucking landing there, he gets killed. So, yeah. Why in the fuck did he was trying to die? First of all, did he get killed or did all of the people he was with get killed? Because that's probably what happened. They all probably got killed. I'm not laughing at the shit. I'm not considering the shit to be funny. I'm just saying what it is. Apparently, he took up the call from Ukrainian government for volunteers. We supposed to be trying to... He should have took up the call for trying to go and help them figure out a way to solve the problem politically and through freaking negotiations. That's what we need to be figured out. More wars ain't gonna help anything. I'm against war. I'm against war. Although I do know it's a necessity. And I do understand the reasons for it. Rapper Fabulous was robbed. They said he was robbed by what, like a DoorDash guy or some shit? I'm not trying to laugh at this shit, but what the fuck? They said he was robbed by like a DoorDash guy or some shit. You said there are U.S. veterans over there also? Mercenaries. I said mercenaries, right? Sound like they went and got mercenaries. And then somebody said apparently he took up the call from the Ukrainian government for volunteers. So they asking for mercenaries. So they're paying mercenaries. They probably giving 100. That's probably the money the government. They probably using some of the money that America is sending over there to pay mercenaries. What do you think is happening? America, they're probably paying. Look, listen. This is how tricky America is. America is probably paying them money so they could pay mercenaries, and then America go send their own troops to go over there and be mercenaries. And then now they paying the money back to America. And now America look like they get a good deed for the world. America's funny, man. Gotta watch people. Yeah, Fabulous got robbed. They said it was like a DoorDash guy or some shit like that. Like a DoorDash. They ordered DoorDash or some shit. I don't know. And then Fabulous got robbed. I don't know what to tell you. At his home, by the way. So he lives like in Jersey. All them rappers live in New Jersey somewhere. So he lives like in New Jersey or some shit like that. So they came to his crib and they robbed him. That's fuck shit. I don't know what to tell you. But I will say this. Like that's, you can't really expect any less. Niggas gotta see, this is the thing. You're a rapper, right? You make good money, but you don't make enough money to have 24-hour security at your fucking home. Who the fuck got that? You understand what I'm saying? Nobody. Also, who really wants security? Who got 24-hour security at their home? Probably like Drake. Drake got 24-hour security. Kanye will have like a 24-hour security maybe. You understand what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z, 24-hour security. Fucking Fabulous don't got 24-hour security. Niggas ain't, what the hell are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Aziz says, there was never a good war or a bad peace. Ben Franklin line. I don't know if I could agree with that. On both accords. Sometimes shit look like peace, but it ain't peace. It's subjugation, right? So pay attention to what you call peace. Sometimes it's not peace, it's subjugation. If the only way we could have peace is if I do something for you, or if I allow for you to have a certain superiority over me, is that really peace? But I do understand the sentiment. And for what we would individually call peace, a peace can't be bad. The point being is, in that scenario that I gave you, one side would call that peace, while the other side would call that subjugation. That's what the saying says, war or peace is not what it seems. That is literally what the saying is saying. Oh, wow, I didn't realize that. I was just riffing. You just said something and it just sparked the thought. What's up? What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm very happy to see we at least getting some likes. I appreciate y'all. Always like the likes. I can't really tell how long the show is. It says 77 minutes. So we've been on here for an hour and 17 minutes. Yo, what did y'all think about that Bobby Shmurda dance school thing? I want to hear what y'all thought about the Bobby Shmurda dance school thing. Devontae Adams is now the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history with a new contract, 5 years, $141 million. They're not going to win any chips. Once you give somebody a contract like that, you make it so that you can't compete, because now we can't get people at other spots. So if we have too many people with big contracts, or if we have somebody on the team with a really, really big contract, especially in football, that means that we're not going to be able to get we're not going to be able to get people to put in other positions to help us win. I'm sorry, I want to see something real quick. But why would she do that then? She's an idiot. When I stop talking, more people come into the room. When I start talking, the people leave. I don't understand. I swear I don't understand none of this. You have no idea how confused I be at things. I be just completely confused. Just completely confused. I be confused. You have no idea. What we talking about? Put it in the chat. Y'all don't got nothing y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What is the other topics we had up there? Wait, did y'all see the Bobby Shmurda dance school jump off? Did y'all see that? When they were having like the people at the dance school, I thought that was funny. I thought that was cool of Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda's gonna be here for a long time. That nigga went to jail. That nigga is so great. That nigga appreciate everything. That nigga was locked up for 7 years. That nigga appreciate everything. That nigga is enjoying himself, having a good time. I wish I could go live. I just wish. Just gonna be quiet. Not supposed to say wish anyway. Never supposed to wish anything. I will. I will have this place hooked up to the point where I could go live or 2, 3 times a day doing different content. What's your thoughts on Candace Owens? She goes out of her way to, I'm assuming that says manipulate. um, she's an agitator, so she's just doing her job. That's what she gets paid for. She's an agitator. Also, I wouldn't be surprised. See, this is the problem I think that black people don't get. Most black people are actually pretty conservative. And the fact that we're always leaning towards all of these liberal views in order so because the liberals are the ones that are so eager to be against racism, while most conservatives, white conservatives, aren't so against racism. So we're just kind of forced to be with the liberals. But most black people are pretty conservative. Just so we could be clear. And I think sometimes she might have just went over the edge and then now she don't know how to come back. Like a while ago, she just went too far and now she don't know how to come back. Because some of the shit she says is absolutely bonkers. But yeah, black people are more conservative than anything else. You do understand that that's one of the reasons why we think white people are crazy. You do know that, right? One of the reasons why we be like, yo, man, that's some white people shit. Because black people are generally more conservative than white people. At least our, how do you say, many of our traditions are related. I don't know if I want to say it like that. I don't want to say it like that. I'm just going to say more conservative. I'm going to say it like that. And I don't know what she did lately. So you would have to be telling me, you have to tell me what she's done lately. But she's just an agitator. That's it. They be like, whatever her friends are, be like, we need a story to get out there. Go attack that person. And then she gets on the Twitter, she attack them. And then the story gets out there. I don't take her seriously. I don't take a lot of these guys seriously. I'm going to tell you what it is. When you're actually good at the thing you're doing and you're doing something that's weird, I don't take it seriously. When you're bad at the thing you're doing and you're doing it, I take it like, I don't know how to explain. If prime Michael Jordan got on the basketball court to go play basketball, and the person that went against him was like an average street ball player, and that person talked all the shit in the world, how would you think Mike Jordan would respond? Even in his most humblest manner, he would look at this person like, you're out of your depth. This doesn't even look right. This is awkward. That's how I feel. You understand what I'm saying? What up, Ming E. Rivers? Yeah, but I don't know what Candace Owens did recently. She's always arguing with Cardi B. I want to see Cardi B. I want her and Cardi B to run into each other when they just run into the store closed. Because they can scrap it. Just to see what's gonna happen. I think Cardi B might slap the shit out of her. Candace Owens might have some get up and go in it too, though. But Cardi B might just slap the shit out of her just because she's from the Bronx. You don't understand. When you from the Bronx, it's kind of like a big thing. Like when you from New York, I'm gonna say something for people that don't get it. When you from New York and you go somewhere else, you got a lot of shit. You got a lot of shit on your shoulders that you carrying the whole city on your shoulders. You gotta show up and be the man for real, for real. I ain't lying. For real. I remember I moved to this one place. It was a small town. And I said I was from New York, and apparently everybody just started thinking I'm Brooklyn. I'm like, nah, I'm from the Bronx, and they just still was like, yo, Brooklyn, yo, the guy from Brooklyn. I'm like, no, I'm from the Bronx. Shout out to Brooklyn, you know I love y'all. Thought that was funny. What y'all want to talk about? Anything y'all want to talk about? Got a question. Is the new thing to like come in here for like 2 minutes and then just like leave? Like, y'all at least leave it hitting the like button, right? Well, that can't be because I looked at the thing, so that's not what's happening. Something else is happening. I just don't know what it is yet. He successfully did it. That's why my algorithm is fucked up. That's why my algorithm is fucked up. That's why my algorithm is fucked up. I was wondering why. How about that? I just realized something. I was wondering why my algorithm was fucked up. I was wondering why. I think it's fixing. I'm not 100% sure, but I was wondering what the fucking problem was. I think I figured out what one of the issue could have been. I don't know. Just gotta try to just keep working and try to get through it. What the fuck? Just keep working, try to get through it, see what happens. Ramel Prices, do you like the rise? I haven't seen the rise in full of Slaughterhouse. I wasn't too interested in it. I don't think they did a good. Okay. What the fuck are you talking about? Candace Owens, 7 hours. First, they told us to hate white people via BLM propaganda, and they collected billions. Then they told you to hate COVID and the unvaccinated, and they collected trillions. Well, yeah, but just so we could be clear, first they told you to hate white people. I've always been saying don't hate white people, right? I've been saying that, and I've also don't agree with Black Lives Matter in general. Not the concept and the idea. Of course, I believe that Black Lives Matter. I'm talking about the organization. Then they told you to hate COVID, and the unvaccinated, and they collected trillions. Yeah, well, they're sheep. So, the sheep are waiting to be told to do things. You see Academics, he said the new Batman is trash. I haven't seen the new Batman. I'm not going to take Academics' word on anything that has to deal with movies because I don't think me and him has the same taste in almost anything. I generally don't think me and him have the same taste. I think if me and him hung out together, we wouldn't have to worry about bumping heads on almost anything. I don't think we have the same taste. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't like Batman. Somebody put the Cash App in the chat, man. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops in the Cash App. I don't even say that anymore. I don't know if I should go back to saying that. I don't even say that anymore. Should I go back to saying that? He said they made Batman suits soft and females tough. First of all, I've seen the trailer pics and Batman was broody, so I don't know what he mean by too soft. Like I said, I'd have to see it. I don't know what his actual complaints are. The females too tough? Which females is he saying? Catwoman's a beast. Catwoman is a beast. She should be tough. Who else is he saying is too tough? What women is he saying was too tough? He saying Catwoman was too tough? I don't think you can make Catwoman too tough. So I don't know what women you're saying he was too tough. Is he saying Catwoman? Catwoman can't be too tough. It's fucking Catwoman. It's fucking Catwoman. Catwoman cannot be too tough. So I need for you to tell me who he's saying is too tough before I can tell you shit. Just being honest with you. Yo, did y'all hear about the 4 Disney employees that got arrested? There was 100 people arrested. Operation March Sadness. It was human trafficking. It happened in Florida. I was reading about this earlier. Somebody just sent this to me. It says 4 Disney employees among 4 Disney employees among 100 people arrested in Operation March Sadness 2, human trafficking bust. It was blogged by the fine author. It says 4 Disney employees have been arrested as part of a massive human trafficking sting in Florida. The 6-day operation, dubbed Operation March Sadness 2, began on March 8th and concluded on March 14th. Headed by the Polk County Sheriff's Office. Detectives posed as underage people online and engaged with the suspects who believed they were having sexual conversations with children. Authorities also worked diligently to identify and free anyone who was forced into prostitution and arrest suspects looking to pay for sex online with human trafficking victims and escorts. The Disney employees arrested included 27-year-old lifeguard Xavier Jackson, who allegedly sent sexual photos to a detective he believed was a 14-year-old girl, a cafe worker, 24-year-old Willaxon. Nobody got time for this. And 45-year-old IT staffer Ralph Lease, who was arrested for seeking prostitution online, though it does not appear they were seeking children. All 3 men have been placed on unpaid leave. So 2 of them was just trying to get prostitutes. So that's illegal, but I don't think they should lose their job. The other dude, he should be in jail for a long time. All 3 men have been placed on unpaid leave. A 27-year-old software developer arrested who previously worked for Disney was never officially employed with the company. Yeah, what the fuck? No, the 27-year-old was trying to get with the 14-year-old. And then there was a 24-year-old and a 45-year-old that was just trying to get with, a regular aged adult. Yeah, I guess you are right. It was, what was your comment? It sounds like creepy young people and definitely a creepy young person. The other 2 guys was just trying to get laid. Is what entrapment? Do you even know what entrapment is? Do you know what entrapment is? Or are you just saying a word? I guess that's content for me to explain to you how this is not entrapment. Okay, entrapment is this. I'm a police officer. I come up to you and I convince you to sell drugs. That's entrapment. Entrapment is not, I'm a police officer. You come up to me and try to buy drugs off of me. Okay? That's the easiest way I could explain this. That's what they did. They saw the police officer. They walked up to the police officer and tried to buy drugs off the police officer. That's not entrapment. I don't like answering the stupid questions because I always feel like there's going to be a stupid next question behind it. That's why I just don't be answering some of the stupid questions. But like if I answer this stupid question, I'm gonna have to answer like 3 or 4 more stupid questions. You know what? I'm not gonna answer this stupid question. Yeah, so sometimes I don't be answering the questions for that reason. I be like, I don't want to answer this question. This question is stupid. That shit don't make no sense. You gotta ask me a stupid question after that, and then another stupid question. I'm not gonna answer the first one. Yes, entrapment is when you're minding your business and the police is searching you out to commit crimes. If you are trying to commit crimes without the police initiating you committing the crime, it is not entrapment. So if you're on the internet and you go to a site and you're trying to get women and then they come arrest you, you can't say that's entrapment. Y'all made a site. No. We made a store and we were selling stuff in the store that was illegal. It says you already know you can't go in the store and buy nothing. You chose to go in the store and buy it. It's not entrapment. I'm gonna tell you what okay. Shout out to She's So Lecturer. I'm gonna tell you what I hate about Instagram. You ever get and it just did this all the time. Like there's just certain chicks that when I open Instagram, their photos is almost always on the top. Instagram gotta be doing because I like their photos all the time. But that's not always true because sometimes it be having people up there that I don't. It just be chicks sometimes that I don't never know before, so I don't know. No, I'm a leg guy. I like legs and thighs. I have no idea what Jose Torres is talking about. Obviously, that person is trying to agitate me. I don't know. If I got an admin in here and you think that that person deserves to get kicked out because they in here trying to agitate me, kick them. I don't trust anybody that say that they're here for me. If you was here for me, why would you need to tell me that? Disney films, cartoons have always dealt with child sex. That's a fact. Pedophilia, lust. Yeah, but this doesn't have anything. These are just regular workers that was there. This isn't like the people that are behind the production of anything. So I don't think it's that deep, but Aziz says Disney films, cartoons have always dealt with child sex, pedophilia, lust. Infanticide, I guess killing infants, religious fanaticism, defamation, racism, and the entire concept of heaven and hell, monsters, man, evil. Okay, you saying what Disney films have always dealt with, right? And you're 100% correct. But do you know what Disney films just did when they imported all of those new Marvel products? They made you have to change the rating on your fucking Disney Plus now so you could actually see Daredevil and the rest of those shits. When they fucking got all of those cartoons, they got naked people in the background, got phallic symbols all over the place. You are right. I am not disagreeing with you. You are 100% right. Disney fucking films has so much shit in it. It's crazy. You are right. I'm not arguing with you. But what I'm saying is that they had the nerve to make it so that now you gotta change your rating on fucking the Disney app in order to be able to see Daredevil. Although I do agree with what them doing that. I just was pissed off that I had to do it. I have no idea what Jose Torres is talking about, but sure. I think he's just trying to make it sound like I'm saying something I'm not saying. People do that all the time for some strange reason. And then they say, oh, you see my point? You see my point? I didn't say anything. If you see me in real life, sometimes I just stop talking. For real. Because people start doing that, and I don't know. I'm gonna get upset. I'm gonna get upset. I stop talking. I might walk away. I'd be like, yep, I'm not talking to that person ever again. That'd be the last time I talk to that person. For real. You have no idea. That's the one thing I'm going to say. And I'm not going to get on this, but I just want to just say this. That's the one thing being abandoned made me. Like, I will just forget a nigga exists and just go move on with my life like a motherfucker. I don't even care who they are. I'll be like, fuck it. KC says, you're not even... Oh, I'm not getting into the conversation. I don't care what that guy's talking about. What else we talking about? Put it in the chat. There's been a couple of nights that I stopped the show because I had no more to say myself and the chat wasn't active. I didn't make that clear on those days that I stopped the show, so I'm assuming that people probably think I stopped the show for a million different reasons. But lately, what I have been doing is when the show's been calming down and there hasn't been that much interaction and I've done commentated on everything that I can that's in the show, I usually just... So that's why I've been cutting the Tonight Show short. That's why if you notice, whenever we have less people in here, I start saying, I guess it's time to get ready to go. Only I think once or twice I did that. I think last week we had I think one day we had 140 people in here. But that had more to do with I was shooting from the computer and I know the computer was hot and it was about to cut off at any minute. And I think we was already 2.5 hours in or some shit. The Little Durk Wallow interview was, I don't know what to really say about it. Little Durk doesn't really talk much. It was mostly Wallow. It's mostly Wallow. Little Durk didn't really talk much. I am gonna say this. Little Durk just went on live television and did the diss to end up in the NBA Youngboy diss on live television. They had to bleep out so many words that he was just up there listening to the beat most of the time with the ad-libs on. So I don't know what to tell you. That shit was crazy. I don't know what to tell you. That shit was crazy. He was just up there, just listening to the beat. I'm like, all right, shout out to that shit. The song is fire though. I like the song. The aha shit, I fuck with it hard. Fuck with it hard. I'm gonna let y'all go. Like I said before, like there's nobody in here. Y'all not talking that much. I don't have much to say. If y'all was going back and forth with me, I'll stay on. But I don't really want to really hold y'all too tough. Yeah, I don't know what that guy's problem is. I don't know what that guy's problem is. What up, Swag? Did you see FBG Duck Cash Dude dissing Dirk? Dirk dissed him back for going to take a picture, bro. All of them guys, I don't know what's up with any of that shit. All that shit is crazy to me. All of that shit talking about the what up box call. All of that talking about the all that shit going on. All that shit is crazy to me. I don't know what to tell you. At some point, these guys is gonna have to stop killing each other, right? Or this is just gonna go on forever. So it's probably gonna go on forever. I don't know what to tell you. But remember, all of the niggas that got money, they left the hood. So every time they talk crazy, they got their niggas that's left back in that hood that can't go nowhere. That's where the ramifications is gonna land. So I don't know, man. Be responsible. Be responsible. I don't know what to tell you. That's the shit that always killed me. Same niggas that leave that hood probably come pull up a couple of times a year, but make a million songs that everybody singing on the radio all day about your ops back in your hometown. And your family is the ones that's getting shot. Your homies is the ones that's getting shot. Killed. Shit like that. Don't know what to tell you. What does FTI mean? Oh no, I wasn't reading that guy's comments anyway. He's just in here to agitate me. I had like a real big issue, and I think I figured out how to solve the problem. So it's just a lot of weight off of my heart. So since I think I figured out how to solve the problem, I just got different energy right now, and I'm feeling a lot better. And also, the thing that I think I figured out, I don't even know if it's gonna work, but I think it's gonna work. So that's good enough for me. Wallow tried to give Dirk and his friend some game last time he was up there. Wallow's always trying to give out game. Shout out to Wallow. Wallow and Gilly. That's a fact. Last time he was up there, doing interviews, period. Yeah, no, Wallow and Gilly. Shout out to Wallow and Gilly. I thought that was a good interview, the part that I had saw, but I always think that they do good interviews just in general. I think they got good energy. I think they got a good vibe. I think that they know how to be in the middle with it. Like if I had a partner that I was doing interviews with, I probably wouldn't go with it as like these guys go. I don't think that they have a certain chemistry and a certain bond. I think that I'd have to try to figure out where me and my partner's chemistry and how our bond is, and then we'll be able to extrapolate out from that to decide what our style is gonna be. And then you work, you do 3, 4, 5, maybe 10, maybe 15 shows, and then after about the 15, 20th show, y'all start getting a real chemistry. Like, if you don't got a real chemistry by the 15th, 20th show, wrap that shit up. But you should be having a real chemistry by about the 5th show. But the 15th, 20th show, that's when you know if it's ready for prime time or not. And this is coming from me, who's had a couple of different partners, a couple of different ways, and been good with every partner I've ever had, not for nothing. Even the ones that I can't deal with no more, been good. I just have a way of, I'm that dude when I get into a relationship with a female that I know how to be the person that she needs me to be when she needs me to be that person. I'm that guy. Well, hopefully everybody makes it out. I mean, Dirk has already made it out. At this point, you gotta hope his homies make it out, right? But see, that's not the thing. You shouldn't be trying to make it out. You should be trying to fix it. Like, you shouldn't be trying to make out of the hood. Where you going out of the hood to? You understand what I'm saying? And we figured out a way to fix the hood. The first way we fix the hood is by fixing mentalities. If we fix the hood, then instead of leaving out of the hood, we could start bringing into the hood, and we could grow the hood instead of the hood shrinking. Because that's what's happening. The hood is shrinking. How's the hood is shrinking? Gentrification. You know what I'm saying? Gentrification. So hood is shrinking. Got me? So yeah, he does have an image that he has to cultivate. He has to keep that image. It's a fact. It's a fact. You ain't lying. I'm gonna let y'all go. I mean, I don't really got much to talk about this. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hungry. I should have got. Was that a fucking cop car? I thought I heard a cop siren and shit. It seems lately Dirk amped up the drama. In spite of the block being hot, his block got indicted recently. He out here looking like he don't care. He want all the smoke. Y'all want to stay on live? I mean, we can stay on live. I don't have to get off live. We gonna have a conversation. I'll stay on live. I mean, I'm really just gonna get off of the live. I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. I be sleeping too much. I be too tired. I want to stay on the live. We got to start having our lives a little longer, right? Most people have their lives for like 2 hours and better. I had always kept the lives to about an hour and a half, mostly 2 hours sometimes, because I was living with other people and I wanted to respect boundaries. And then I just got accustomed to about an hour and a half. But I mean, we can do longer lives. If my computer was on right now, I'd send y'all to a commercial and think about it. But I can't send y'all to a commercial, so I gotta make this decision real time. First thing I want to do is thank all the people that stopped by just to hit the like. Just plug the phone in. I'm not gonna though. First thing I want to do is thank the people that just come through to hit the like button. I really do be needing that like button hit. So thank you for all of the people that don't even watch the show. Y'all just come by to hit the like button for me, give me the view, and give me the like. I appreciate that. Start giving y'all guys appreciation. I appreciate that. The likes is going up. I appreciate that. I needed some likes. Usually I just gotta try so hard to get like 20 likes on a video. It'd be exhausting. My fault. I'm over here. I wanted to say something, but I'm being over here thinking something. I'm just in my own head right now. I'm having a whole. I'm gonna leave it alone though. Yeah, look, I appreciate everybody. If you got anybody still awake in your household, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You don't never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they still here. Should I stay on live? Maybe tomorrow night we go long. When I prepare for it, like I actually took. I ain't take. Did I take a nap today? I think I did take a nap today. I took a nice nap today. I don't know. I don't really got much more to talk about. And we don't got that many conversations going, so I'm gonna let y'all go. But if we had like conversations going right now, I would have stayed on. If we had like 2 or 3 conversations going on, I would have stayed on. But it's everybody's probably want to wind down, right? So I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm assuming y'all be wanting me to have the show go longer. I think the show don't be long enough sometimes. I think sometimes y'all be wanting the show to go longer. I'm not 100% sure. Like, the only way I be knowing y'all be wanting the show to go longer is when it gets towards the end of the show and y'all start doing drops. So I be like, all right, y'all want the show to go longer. So I stay on longer, you know, as long as I don't got nothing to do. Or as long as I'm not tired or something like that. So I don't be sure about if y'all, I don't be sure. I don't know. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.